Solve the following quadratic inequality by using a number line. Okay, so for this question, what we first need to do is find the roots for this equation. That'll give us the points on a graph where this parabola intersects 0 on the x-axis. And then from there, we can kind of determine which part of this graph is below 0, because in this case, we want to know where 0 is greater than this whole parabola, right? So let's go ahead and find the roots first. So for this one, we're going to have to use the quadratic equation because we can't simplify this easily. So let's go ahead and write this down. To solve for x, we're going to have negative b plus or minus, root of b squared minus 4ac all divided by 2a. Of course, this is a, this is b, and this is c. So negative b will be negative 11 plus or minus 11 squared minus 4, 3, 10, all divided by 2 times 3. All right, so we keep going here. We've got negative 11 plus or minus 11 squared is 121. And then we have 4 times 3 times 10. That's going to be 120 all over 6. And then we just have negative 11 plus or minus. And 121 minus 120 is 1. Root of 1 is 1. So plus or minus 1 over 6. So this will give us two roots. And that's going to be negative 2, and it's going to be negative 1.7. Okay, so now that we have this, we can go ahead and write these roots down on a number line. So like I say, we'll have negative 1.7 and negative 2. Now if we think of this as like an x-axis, right, these are the two places where a parabola that looks something like this will intersect the graph. So if we were to draw this parabola, we don't have to draw it super accurately, just a sketch to get an idea of what it looks like. We can see that, like I said earlier, we want to find the part of the parabola that's below 0. So that's going to be right here. So in order to kind of write this on the number line, we just have to rewrite this line here with our solid line, and we're going to use solid circles on negative 2 and negative 1.7 because it's including. And that's because we're using the greater or less than and equal to. So we write down our number line, 1.7, negative 2. And then we draw our solid circles. And like I say, this is the point that we want to look at, the point that's below 0, which is between negative 2 and negative 1.7. So we just draw that kind of thick line that connects them, and that is the solution to our problem. If we were to write the domain for this, it would just look like something like this, right? And that is all we need. Okay, so that's the answer for this one. I hope that helps, and thank you.